Hey Fit fam, this is Tater Great from Fit Sanity. Today's show is sponsored by F&A Distribution, your local laser, steel, and cut crew. Need custom brackets, plates, or gym signage? They'll cut it, label it, and have it ready to bolt on. Just visit fnadistribution.com and tell them Fit Insanity sent you.
Yeah. Yeah, we back in the zone. Time to tighten the frame. Mind sharp, body strong. Yeah, we lifting the game. Fit Sanity, see the crew. We be breaking the limits. No excuses, no fear. We go hard every minute. Tater Great in the lab. Jordan holding it down. We talk health, real life, how to rise from the ground. If you ready for the change, take a breath, lock in. It's the podcast for the warriors. Let's begin. 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 Let's begin.
If you ever felt like the moment you start getting your life together, life hits you harder, this episode's for you. When you're finally building that momentum and suddenly stress, bills, family, or doubts show up, this is one that you're going to want to listen to. We're going to talk about pressure, the kind that weighs on you, and the kind that builds you, and the difference between pressure and using it to grow, and breaking under pressure also. So you guys, this is Tater Great. Welcome back to another episode of Fit Sanity. You know I got my boy with me.
Yo, what up, everybody? So real quick, had a bit of a name change. So no longer Alpha Wolf _ bodybuilding. Change it just for a little small preferences, but right now it's at J Wolf Fitness, where it still has the underscore. But anyway, I had to change it just for a little bit more branding, if you understand what I mean. So
Why'd you change your name?
Man, I don't know. I guess, and it shouldn't have been like that. But I guess at the exact same time, people think that you're giving yourself like a title, like, oh, you think you're the Alpha Wolf, or you're thinking you're this. No, if
the Alpha Wolf though.
Well, you know what the thing about it is though. I think some people have a real issue. They're thinking it's like trying to be like more masculine and thinking like you're the one that owns the whole entire gym, or you're just like this overall Goliath of a person. But if I can give anyone my definition of it, and again, this is just my preference of how I'm putting it. It's more like being a leader. You know what I mean? Because think about it. If you look at an actual pack of wolves, who leads the pack? Alpha Wolf, but he also gives them the actual direction. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is what we need to do. This is how we do it.
Right.
So he always has a wingman. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. So again, J Wolf _ fitness. So
right. Yo. So have you ever been that point, Jordan? I know I've been there where you feel like, man, you finally about to get all your stuff together. You're focused. You're in it, and then the worst thing happens. Either your car breaks down or some nonsense happens every time when you're trying to get your stuff together and you're on track, right?
That's every day, bro, for me. That's every day. It can be the most smallest thing, bro. Like, even when, like, you know, you got everything, like all your equipment for the gym, and then all of a sudden you get there and then you forgot your headphones.
The worst.
Luckily, I carried 2 pairs, so it's like, you know.
Me too.
Yeah, so
because we've been there, we've been through the struggle already.
It's like, I know this doesn't have good bass, but this one, you know, like my other ones had good bass. This one may not. I can still hear the generic music that's still playing in the background, but I still got my music. So
you just gotta survive, dog. At that point,
try to, bro. I have a weird playlist, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's a mixture of hip hop, metal. I got freaking Britney Spears playing on one of the songs. But hey, you know,
she did it again.
Toxic, bro. That's one of my Toxic.
Okay. You know what? I can't judge. You know what? That Katy Perry song Firework. I used to run to that song a lot.
For real?
Hey man, it's a consistent.
There's no judgment zone, bro. It really isn't. You know one of my favorite songs, bro. To be honest, that I have, and I'll play it when I think I need to really play it. Kelly Clarkson, Breakaway. I ain't gonna sing it. No, boy, these vocals here, boy. Nah, I'm good, bro.
I don't know what song you talking about, so it's like I need some examples, bro.
Man, bro, I'm about to embarrass myself in front of this whole entire group, bro.
They'll be all right.
I may sing it at some point during this whole entire cast. We'll see.
Y'all hype them up, man. Hey, so that's for the people that's on live. For the people that's listening, that's who we're talking to. So if you feel like we randomly talk to someone, don't think we're weirdos. We're going live at the same time.
Yeah. What up, Falcon? What up? Hopefully more people join in. I'm not sure where everybody else is, but hey, we all got live, so
Hey, shout out to the people on TikTok that's watching too. What up, y'all? Much love. All right, so what does pressure do to your brain and body? I guess when mental stress and mental pressure gets a little bit too heavy, and there's this thing called cortisol, right? And I just learned about this like a couple of years ago, cortisol and what it does, and like it gives you anxiety, fatigue, cravings, irritability, and it deprives you of sleep. You know what I mean? So I guess stress is biological. It's not.
Yeah, you know what? I really think.
Weakness.
You know what? No, I wouldn't even say it's weakness because we all go through stress. I think the realest thing that you can do is really talk about your stress, because otherwise you're going to become more stressed.
That's
you
true.
know what I mean?
That's
Like
true.
I was having a talk with my boy Felix here yesterday, man. It was just, and basically, man, it's just like, so my dreams, first it was like nothing but desert. It's all I see from all four corners, just desert.
What do you mean?
So like, it was just like it wasn't nothing, you know what I mean?
Oh, you were dreaming.
Yeah, I was dreaming,
Oh,
and it was
okay,
just
okay.
it was scary, you know what I
Right.
mean? Just to see it all four corners, desert.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started stressing. I'm like, okay, where am I going? You know what I mean? When it rained, the ground stayed dry.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get wet. It was just raining.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't even feel it. You know what I mean? And now in my new dream, I'm underwater, surrounded by blackness, and all I can see below me is complete blue.
Do you feel like it means something though?
I looked it up. It was just like a space of like feeling alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's very scary, bro. Being surrounded by nothing but water, and then you don't know, how far you're swimming down or what direction you're going, not knowing what's around you.
Right.
I'm kind of going through that right now, so it's like, trying to see if I don't know, bro. It's very stressful. It weighs on me a lot, bro, and especially getting up in the mornings and trying to figure out what I want to do with the rest of my life for the day. You know what I mean? I get to wake up, edge of my bed. I'm just like. And all that I can think about is going to the gym, and then afterwards, I'm just like, I'm still stressed,
Right. Right.
But yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
That's the crazy part, because the stress doesn't, unless you find a good way to deal with it, it's not just gonna go away.
No.
You know what I mean? So, I guess you have to. What do you do to deal with your stress? You personally?
Man, as a Taurus,
Oh God!
I actually
as a tomato.
as a tomato.
Potato.
No,
Tomate.
I love music, man. I have a certain playlist that I play, and sometimes I'll play both of them. I have two playlists. So I like listening to chill jazz, hip hop,
Yeah.
and it's just like that beats with the jazz music playing in the background.
Yeah.
And I'll just literally lay back in my bed, and I would just let it play. And it's soothing, you know what I mean? Just the sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually have my other playlist where it has like my, different art, obviously different artists playing in the background, but it's all like just chill.
Right.
Like for me, one of my chillest songs is from Drake.
Which one?
Well, I know it's kind of almost like a love song to a certain degree, but Sooner and Later. But it's not. But it's just the actual beat that soothes me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I play that, and then there are also other songs I play, and then I just relax to my music, bro.
Yeah.
It is a calming feature for me.
No, I feel that.
You know?
Music is. I think a lot of people go with music as their stress relief. I mean, I think it's probably one of the most popular choices of. You know what I mean? If
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
really
tripping.
is.
Um,
Yo, Sherry, what up?
what's up, y'all?
What up?
It's like that Green Mile guy from the Green Mile.
That's a good movie, by the way.
You know what? I think I was too young when that movie came out to really appreciate what that movie was. You know what I mean?
But you know what's crazy? Okay, I know we're getting a little bit off topic, and I'm really sorry.
Mm.
I actually cried in that movie, bro.
Did you?
Yes, as a young kid watching it and actually knowing the situation and kind of like really feeling like, damn, bro, that was really messed up. You know what I
Was
mean?
he innocent?
Yeah, he was completely innocent.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. I think I was too young to really appreciate what that was. And then at this point, I'm not gonna lie, man. There's too much other stuff to watch. I'm not going backwards.
There's a lot, bro.
I'm not going backwards right now.
The name is John Coffey, only not spelled the same. Rest in peace, Michael Clark Duncan. Rest in peace.
So I mean, when we're doing all this, I guess if we're stressing, we're going through it. I mean, it's like that, right? But I guess when life hits you, you level up, right? And it's hitting you as you level up. I mean, I guess that stress makes you level up, right?
It has to, man. It's I think what I really wanted to really put out, because when you asked me about, hey, about a good title, or and even I gave you the actual, put yourself to the grind, and you came up with that title,
right?
The one thing I have to say, man, if you're getting pressured, you're gonna have to put pressure back. As much as you're really looking at yourself and you're thinking, how can I actually really bounce back from this? So it's like playing basketball, full court press. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That blitz that's coming in, blitz back. Yeah. Even with the little bit you have left in you, it says a lot about yourself. You know what I mean? That especially when you're in the gym, you give that last bit of reps, then you thinking that you can't go no more, and then your boy comes like, "Come on, bro, you got this. Push."
Yeah, that's the best, right?
Yeah,
that's the best when you
just don't slap you on my back.
I don't do what?
Just don't slap you on my back. I see people doing that. I'm like, yo, bro, that you give me nothing but just ouchies at that point, because now I'm thinking about the pain in my back. You know what I mean?
like slap open.
Yeah,
hand?
Or slap open hand. Like damn, bro, like. You acting you a pimp, and I'm just sitting here. Nah, let's not go that way. So my bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just
I guess so. Just a little bit of research on this, and it might be weird. Okay, what pressure does to the brain? I guess stress activates the amygdala, and I guess that's the threat detection center. So that's why I guess when you're under stress, you're feeling like
Spidey.
That's that fight or flight deal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I guess a lot of us use different things to cope with the stress, but it activates your amygdala. That's your threatening system. Then it's gonna suppress your prefrontal cortex, which is your logic, your planning, and impulse control. So technically, when you're stressed out, you are not thinking straight. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't think about that. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. It releases the cortisol and adrenaline. You know what I mean? The cortisol, that's going to cause the anxiety. That does cause the puffiness in your face and everything like that. And it shifts the body into survival mode.
It's crazy. But you also look at it like this, too. And this is one thing I will say about certain situations. And again, to each its own. That's why I feel like when people do stuff out of complete, not say spite or anything like that, oh, he never should have done it or she never should have done it, but you don't know why that person's doing that. You know what I mean? What could have triggered that situation? Every single last one of us, I don't care what it is. We all have triggers.
Yeah, didn't we talk about that on the last thing?
We did.
It's because what is it? The body keeping score. You got something that's going to stress you out. You don't know how you're going to react to that stress.
Isn't it ironic though that every time we have these new episodes, we always go dip back into a few episodes back?
And it's weird. We do because it all relates. At some point, it relates.
Yeah, it does. Got to be like Sonic. Got to go fast.
You showed the Shrek.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Got the Sonic shirt on. Hey, look, we got to look at it. We're definitely as grown men that we are. We still like Marvel. We still like all types of kiddie stuff. I don't care what you say. I don't care.
Hey, me neither. Even anime.
Yeah, even anime.
We go there, man.
I need to catch up on my anime.
What's that?
I need to catch up on my anime. There's a lot of shows that people are telling me about, and I still have not yet to watch.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so why does life seem to test you when you start to improve?
Yo, what up, Core? I'm sorry.
Why does life seem to stress you when you start improving? It's like you get the most tests when you're improving. When you feel like right now you're going through, it could be a relationship test, it could be anything, right? Mm-hmm. But when you feel like, man, I got this. I feel like I'm finally getting a break, and then it's just like, boom, something else happens. And it's almost every time. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't know if you're religious, but somebody will say, like, if you're religious, like, every time you're trying to do the right thing, the devil comes in and gets busy on you, you know?
Yeah.
As if you're religious, you know? But
It's always the one thing I liked hearing as well. God gives his toughest battles gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors. And sometimes I'm thinking, why do you give it to me?
right. Like, bro,
I'm like, I don't want it. I'm not that strong, you know what I mean?
Just in the gym, dog.
Just in the gym, bro. Like, but yeah,
But I feel like life just be lifing, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe it's not just attacking you as much as we be in our own heads. Like, dang, why did this happen to me? You don't know what happened to dude across the street. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Probably was worse. Like, you might be dealing with a flat tire. They might be dealing with a death in their family.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
As always,
different levels.
I think it's also too. I can't think of who said it, and again, I won't try to quote all of it, but I guess if I can really put it in perspective again, it was like you may be thinking you want that Ferrari, but then there's this one guy who's even wishing he had a car. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or legs.
Yeah, or legs. You know what I mean? There's one person that's sitting paralyzed wishing he had legs, and then there's one person he said there's one person in that's in hell who wish he wasn't in hell, or something the way they put it. But anyway, I guess you guys know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. So Sherry is saying, yes, as soon as life seems to be on autopilot, it's like you get blasted by a missile.
Yeah, I agree. Sherry, that was good. Good call out.
Hey.
I agree. Can you see my live? I don't know what they're saying, but I see people popping up.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on. It's kind of funny, right?
It is.
No.
But it's true.
You got people just joining in. They're just joining.
But it's very true, though. I appreciate that, Sherry.
Yeah, seriously, thank you.
Input helps, y'all, because we're doing this for y'all and us.
Yeah. So anytime you guys want to just like pop in and say a few things, I can see you guys from here, but
and then we can read it off too.
Yeah, we can actually read it off. So again, Sherry, that was really good. I appreciate that.
Good.
See, I love this. This is awesome.
So it's like under pressure, your survival gets louder than your logical brain. You know what I mean? You're not thinking logically when you're stressed out. And I know we're hard on people, man. Like, I've been hard on people. People have been hard on me. They like, cause they'll look at it as like, oh, you're just making an excuse, right? If you're stressed out and you make a jacked up decision, oh, you're just making an excuse. Well, if you really look, there's research behind people not making good decisions when they're stressed out. Yeah. So it's not just an excuse. I think it's just a part of maybe we need more understanding as a culture, as people.
See, and that's also the other thing. That, man, see, I swear, bro, me and you are literally always click on a lot of good stuff. I feel like communication is always the key to anything. You know what I mean? No matter what it is, again, relationship wise, but even with that, like, you guys are probably gonna literally hate me when I'm about to say this, but
Lord.
Like if I had my again, it's not every cop is like that. Not every police officer is like that, and not to mention not every civilian is like that either, to a certain degree. But if I had my own police department, then before you pass my academy, you got to pass at least a 2 or 3 week communication course, right? Because not everybody is really willing to listen to how you talk to them.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Vice versa. When you guys are literally getting stopped by the police, there is no reason for you to for ever reason get that upset, because you don't know what he or she may be going through that day.
What did we just talk about? Did I just? No, I talked about it with Farad.
Yes,
at the gym when we were just talking about. I seen this video and granted, I used to be a police officer, so I was just I could speak to it a little bit. And the video was like, just imagine that police officer. You were in the military. You speak to this, like. They go through certain things and they see traumatic things, really bad, like things that you don't want to see. The regular person aren't exposed to every day. So you can imagine your worst day. And they say the average human have about 4 of those moments their whole life. Police, you get to see that every day. I'm sure in the military, y'all got to see a lot.
Yeah.
And when you're in police, you get to see that every single day. So yeah, you're stressed out when you go home. Like, you got to think, and then you just got to suppress it, get up, and go to work the next day.
I hate suppressing.
You see what I'm saying? You got to get up and go to work the next day, even if you just saw something really jacked up.
Yeah, bro.
and then you don't have time to really deal with it or think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I just feel like it, again, as a culture, and all of us, I think we just really have to learn how to communicate certain stuff, because we just don't know how that person is, and sometimes we can say things that might even make it even more of a trigger on that person too.
that's true. But a lot of us listen to respond and not listen to understand. You know what I mean? We'd be ready to respond off rip.
So real quick, because I just noticed, you know what I mean, my behavior detection skills. So I just noticed your mic for that. It just
went down.
literally just popped. It just like popped out. So.
That's lame.
They're probably like, what?
That's cool. No worries.
That's crazy.
If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and I'm not tripping.
There it goes.
There it is.
Little technical difficulty. It was all good. You know, it's all good. It's all good.
A little bit.
A little bit.
All right, y'all. Like I said, we're live on the podcast too. So you got the listening podcast, and then we also do a live thing. So yeah. So yeah, definitely check out the YouTube too when you get a chance. We're trying to upload those live videos to the YouTube. All right. So how do you apply pressure in a healthy way? How would you? But like, I know you got music, because we're talking about applying pressure back after. Just say you got hit in the face, right? You got hit in the mouth. You wasn't expecting it. Then what?
Which one you gonna hit me? My bad. I had to put that in there, bro.
They not out here jumping me.
Yeah, right. Leave.
That's funny.
So your question was, how do you apply healthy pressure back?
Right. This is applied pressure. You know, bad pressure is pressure that's put on you that you didn't ask for this, right? It's just something that happened. I'm talking about applying pressure at this point.
So the way I look at it, accept it.
Right.
Accept the pressure that's been put on you. Because once you accept it, you're embracing it. Now you can have a little bit of a plan to how to go back and actually and put pressure back on that pressure.
That's true.
So I look at it, for me, a healthy pressure is like, again, taking my time, realizing the pressure that I have, and knowing that it's out of my control. However, control the things that I can control. That way I'm not so much trying to worry about taking it all in taking it all in at once.
Right. That makes sense.
That's how I kind of look at it. You know what I mean? Like, with everything that I have going on right now, I feel like it's a lot of pressure. And just sometimes to be honest, guys, and you're hearing it from me right now, and this just goes into the whole mental awareness deal. So this is sometimes where I feel like I just want to give up and just stay in my bed all day.
Right.
But even then, what happens if you stay in bed all day?
Nothing. The problem's still gonna be there.
Yes.
When you get up, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like, you can sit there and
there.
cuddle your Cowboys pillow, and be in your little Summit racing covers, and just be like, and just sit there all day long. But you gotta learn how to get out of that bed and apply that pressure back. You know what I mean?
I agree.
See, look, that's pressure. Look, you see what I mean?
Nah, it ain't pressure. Ain't nothing pressure to me. That ain't pressure. It is what it is. I look at it like what is it called?
Yo, what up, Eric?
When it's applied, it's intentional. It's like progressive overload. You know what I mean? If I know the pressure is coming, then I know it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna get better every single time I run into this situation. Example, I remember the first time I shot a gun. Right, in the police, right? It was a controlled environment. I wasn't busting a cap. You know what I mean? I wasn't just out busting a cap. Yeah.
Yo, over here, yo, I'm Tater Great, guys. Pop, 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 pop. No, I'm just saying,
Break yourself.
Break your.
No, so I shot the gun. I felt like the thing was gonna fly out of my hand and it hurt someone. I was just like, what the hell? But then, like, the next time, I got a little bit better, and then it just didn't feel like pressure. It didn't feel so bad after a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I guess. Well, let me say. I ain't gonna say. I guess. It's almost like you really have to, like, literally let go of that stress. It's almost like shooting a gun.
yeah.
because the more you pop the cap, the more that's it's not
the cap.
and you empty that clip.
Yeah.
Sorry, the magazine. Let's go
Yeah.
go into it. My
Great
bad.
terminology.
My bad. Let's turn the gun from here to here. You know what I mean? But my bad.
Magazine. Right?
Yeah. I think it makes you feel better because then it's like there's no more pressure. You know what I mean? Because you're literally when you hold it, it's heavy.
Yeah.
What happens when you actually release all that stress? You feel obviously you feel empty.
Right.
But you feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Confucius had a quote that's saying a bowl is most empty when it's most useful when it's empty.
Right. Because you can put more into it.
You can put more into it.
Okay.
So that old junk, dump it out. No one wants that dirty tap water. You want that Fiji water, dog.
Yeah.
Speaking of Fiji water, why is everybody hating on Dasani? Is Dasani really nasty?
I think water's water. Like I have a hard time
That's what I'm
with
saying.
bottled water.
Man,
I have a hard time. You have a hard time convincing me that all bottled water isn't. I mean, all right, Ozark is like the standard, but you just it's water.
Again, I like Fiji water, but you ain't gonna tell me you go on top of Mount Fiji and you just getting this water and bringing it down, man. Y'all quit playing.
What if they did? What if they did get it from the mountain?
Ocean spring water, you know what I mean? Like, don't bears and tigers drink out of the spring water?
That's true.
Well, I ain't gonna say tigers and spring water.
Yeah.
Amazon, I don't know. Come on, my own water brand. Call it Amazonian.
So, so I think certain things that you can do just to give a little bit. One is like control your inputs. If you're stressed out and you know certain things stress you out, control your inputs. So watch what you watch. Watch what you listen to. What you watch.
Water is water.
Yeah,
Water is water.
Is that the quote of the day right there?
I don't know. I just been hearing a lot of stuff saying that Dasani water is completely nasty. But I mean, at the end of the day,
I haven't had a problem with.
I just drink it, bro.
It's just water. I don't know what else it could. You know what I mean?
H2O. What up, Chris? It's 2O.
Yeah.
Gatorade.
So, look, there's a couple of solutions. Shrink the goal. So if you feel like you got a lot of stress, maybe make the problem smaller. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna run a mile, instead of running a mile, maybe run a quarter of a mile today, and then tomorrow do it again. Then you know what I mean?
Progressive overload.
Progressive overload. Perfect. And also build non-negotiables, man. It's okay to not answer your phone, man, or text back, or you know.
It really is. Sometimes you look at that phone, and you're just thinking,
you can though. You can do it. And even if they call back to back to back, you probably got some more problems going on to calling back to back. But
okay, real quick, just I'm correct. So you were thinking of something earlier before we started.
Uh-huh.
What were you thinking about?
I have no idea.
I remember I saw you and Farrar talking,
Mm-hmm.
and you said you want to come back to the topic. Wasn't it called Spin the Block?
Oh yeah, that was. We were talking about spinning the block. But we were talking about not just spinning the block on relationships. It's a whole spinning the block thing. Like it could be relationships or it could be your goals. You know.
But isn't it almost the exact same way we do it for stress? Spin the block.
That's
because
true.
the thing about it is you leave it where it is, and then you come back and then deal with it later.
Oh. Bars. That's good. So if you stressed out, you just gotta split the block, man. Put it down. Just stop what you're doing. I think we just solved it. We could end right now.
Yeah, hey, man. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We out. Drops mic. Bow.
But yeah, we were talking about definitely spinning the block.
If it's potable, it's drinkable.
If it's portable, it's drinkable.
Potable, like if it's potent. If it's potable, it's drinkable. That's true.
I feel that. So it's like I'll talk about a few of the physical effects of prolonged stress, and this is for I know we like to give a little bit of information. We like to mess around too, but I do get good feedback that this information helps. So I hope it helps you guys. So if you feel like you got increased inflammation, sleep disruption, increased abdominal fat storage, like that's the cortisol. So when we talk about the fat around your waist,
The
visceral fat is what we're looking for. Fatigue, sugar and salt cravings. That's one. I didn't know that part. Sugar and salt cravings if you're stressed out.
Yeah, because I think what it is, your body is looking for something to ease itself off. Like I know I was talking with one of the other PTs, and she was like, oh, "I'm just like so tired, but like my body's craving like sugar, like just complete sugary stuff."
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's one of the things I didn't even peep.
Cookies and cream sounds good right now. Ice cream.
Oh, you that stressed out right now?
It's my go-to snack. I don't know what else to really say that I can really go to right now. I mean, yeah, I could. I mean, to be honest, I actually had a bad meal last night. A very bad meal. I went to Caesar Snacks. I don't know. Have you ever been to Caesar Snacks? It's off the highway.
I might have. I might have. I think
Man.
that might have been a DoorDash day for me, and I probably got.
Bro.
It's like Caesar snack shop or something.
Yeah, I had a Philly cheesesteak with loaded baked potato fries. Ooh.
Oh yeah, you were going in.
I felt so bad afterwards, bro.
Why?
Because this is something I should even ate in the first place. Then I had a waffle afterwards because I got the Texas waffle.
You work out a lot. You be fine. You be all right. You'll work that right back off. Right? Like I said, if you wasn't in here, I didn't know how you'll be fine. But it also weakens your immune system. That's the one. I mean, I guess so. You keep getting sick and you stressed out. Like, I guess you got to just find a way. You know what I mean? Because your body doesn't know the difference between a tiger and a tough week. So it's just gonna react the same, right? It's gonna give you those same stressful feelings. Like, dang, I really don't want to go do this. You ever been that point? Like, I know when I don't need to be a part of anything anymore as far as like going to a place or something like that. When I get up and I just cannot do it, where you like, man, I cannot put the boots on to go to work. I can't do this no more. If you've ever been there, you know what I mean?
There are times where like I literally would like, and especially for the gym, like I'll get up and I've been pretty good doing it this time around, but at some points I'm just like, you grab that workout outfit and you just like look at it and like, you just hang it back up and just go back to sleep because you just don't want to deal with it. You just don't want to have to get up, get the drive, make the pre-workout, make your drink for the day, and then having to deal with anybody. And it's like, I can work out at home, but like I ain't got no weight set, so
yeah,
I'll just lift my dogs.
I feel you. Hey, let me ask you a question though. Do you feel like, and hey, you guys that's listening, y'all could answer this too. Do you feel like consistency means that you have to have the same equal energy every single day?
No.
Right.
Because as long as you get up and you do it, that's all you can ask for, whether you have the energy or not.
Right. Because I feel like you can lower the intensity some days and still survive, right?
Yeah.
Like there's days when you just don't feel like working out and you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna half my way through it, but I'm gonna get through it. You know what I mean?
I mean, it just comes with the territory, I'm sorry, Sherry. We're there with you. I know stress is definitely getting to most of us. So from Fit and Sanity to you, powers up to you. We're here with you. You know what I mean? So we definitely understand. So hey,
and understand the perfect balance don't exist, y'all. It just don't exist, right? Some days your business is going to win. Some days you're going to have good family days. Some days you're not going to have good family days. You can be arguing with everybody in your house. They can all be mad at you. You know what I mean?
Even the dog be mad at you.
Dog could be pissed off. Stepped on his paw or something. You stepped on his tail. But you know what I mean? So you got to take the wins where you get them. I always try to think of like just looking at the positive. Like even if you had a bad day, well, you know what? At least I got a car. I got my health. I got a place to stay. I got food to eat, which is is more than some people.
There's always more. There's always a positive somewhere around the corner.
I agree. So there's people right now in front of a McDonald's or store or anything or on the corner and they need help, right? They're asking you for money and you're in your car, you're comfortable, you got your AC on. Yeah, your life might be spinning circles. It might suck, but it could be worse.
Now, I want to say this if it's okay with you. And I know, again, I want a little bit more on the mental health part of it as well, because, again, some people deal with it differently.
Right.
There's a quote from a movie. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Ong Bak. It's with Tony Jaa. He has 3 movies out. One was him, doing, I guess, going after one of the Buddha's head. And number 2, I can't remember exactly what happened in Ong Bak 2. But I know in Ong Bak 3, it was kind of more about the music score than him actually doing martial arts. But there was a quote in that movie. He was been brutally beaten. You know what I mean? They broke his hands. He's just pretty much just crippled. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he was about to throw himself over the edge. And the Buddhist monks had this quote that he said, whatever shadows may lie, always remember there's light nearby. So no matter how dark your situation is, if you look at the positive, which is your light, or if you search for that light, even if your flashlight's a little dim, you still have that flashlight.
I love that, dude. That was deep.
You know what I mean? So again, I want to send that message not only for us as us as humans, but I also want to give that even more so there are people that are also dealing with that we don't know, that because not all battles are visible. Not all battle wounds are visible. So to my military, to my law enforcement, to the nurses, to EMS, we are there with you every step of the way.
And we understand.
Yes.
We've been there.
You know what I mean? So again, if you're dealing with that, you know what I mean, we'll want to say from the Fit Sanity family that you guys are our family as well.
I agree, especially all the first responders.
Yes.
Shout out police officers. While we were all cozy at the house when there was ice on the ground, we know who was outside working those accidents, right?
Yes.
When gunfire starts and everybody else run away from it, guess who has to run towards it?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? There's a lot, man. So I mean, I would say that's definitely one of the most stressful jobs that you could have.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is. We don't. Again, we just don't know. We just don't know, man. So it's just when your stress gets high. Again, please take the time to really evaluate how you're going to get by it. Again, talking is always the best form of action.
Right.
Don't go without a day without talking to somebody. So if I don't talk to my boy Tay, I have my boy Felix, and I have a few of you other guys I can talk to as well. But you want to make sure that when you talk to somebody, you want to make sure they're going to give you the advice that you need, and not just be like, "Oh, well, how you going to deal with it?" Well, motherfucker, I'm asking you how. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's and again, you can't tell everybody your business.
That's one thing.
Please understand that you can't tell everybody your business.
But it's like you got to get it off your chest.
Yes,
you got to get it off your chest. Some kind of way is it. I know it probably won't feel great when you do it, but you got to get it off your chest, or it's just gonna weigh you down. And as soon as it's off your chest, you feel better, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, maybe it wasn't that bad, because I think we make our problems like into a crisis when it's really not that bad on the outside looking in. I'd be like if you have somebody else that's already been there, it'd be like, bro, just do A, B, and C, and then you're like, I was freaking out. I had a whole...
we make it into a big monster when it's just a little scary monster. You know what I mean? It's like, you're thinking of, what was it, Sully? Or was it Michael Wazowski? You know what I mean? Like, you
which one was that?
Monsters, Inc.
Okay, I was like, that sounds familiar.
So I kind of put it like this. Like, you're thinking your problems are just like as big as Sully.
Oh, yeah.
But when it's really little, like Michael Wazowski.
Yeah. Yeah. And it doesn't be, but at the end of the day, what we just talked about earlier, when all of those triggers kick in, you have to look at it big.
Mm-hmm.
That's goddamn. It's like Godzilla at that point. You have to look at it big, right? Because you're stressed out. Think about it. When you're under your most stressful moments, you're literally like, man, I'm gonna get a couple of new gray hairs from this one.
I know I got a few of them that grew up so far. I don't know. And I know there's one up here somewhere. I don't know. But anyway.
You know what I say is just, don't worry, they'll come, bro. They're coming for us. The gray hairs are gonna come. We can't. It's unavoidable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just life.
You're becoming wiser.
Yeah, just say we got smarter. That's what I did. I got smarter.
I wish I could say it about myself. I'm done. I'm done.
All right, so we got the mental shift, right? Where you need to change your mind help you deal with it a little bit better. Like, I would say pressure isn't the enemy. It's like unmanaged pressure. So I've always learned through education, right, going to school, that there's good pressure and bad pressure. So like there's good stressors and there's bad stressors. So good stressor could be like taking a class, learning more, working out. That's positive stress, right? The bad stress is like
shitty workout.
Or not even that. Is this person gonna ever call me back? Are they gonna call me back? Do they still like me or something? Or just stress the hell out or you know what I mean? I wouldn't say that how am I gonna pay this bill? I can't say if that's good or bad stress. That's just like
that's just life. Like
that's just lifing, man.
Keep that $20 for gas, or take that 20 and pay this bill.
That's just life, and everybody done went through some point where they, you hit the struggle and you figure it out and you get out of it, right?
Yeah,
it ain't that bad. You know what I mean? So
no. Until they start calling you, now you have to pay them twice as what you owe.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So what they say? I'm looking at some research that was done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the research was done, Yerkes and Dotson. This was old though. So it says low stress equals low performance, moderate stress equals peak performance, high stress performance decline. You agree with that?
Yes and no. Sometimes, and again, it also can be a bad performance too. Even sometimes when you're really at the high stress and you're trying to perform at that highest moment of your peak, that's when mistakes happen, which also cause more stress. Sometimes it can actually motivate you to do better. Mm-hmm. But then now you have to deal with more of it becoming more of a pressure on you than anything else.
Right.
It's kind of yes and no.
Yeah. Because I feel like, under really bad stress, you can make some bad decisions. Right.
Or go and start busting caps.
Yeah, busting caps. Yeah, you don't want to start busting caps.
No. Really out of gun goes from here to that right now.
Oh, you can imagine like a moderate. What's up?
So Sherry just said, but we have to learn to identify our triggers so we can try to avoid them. Self-awareness is key.
I love that, Sherry. That's dope.
She over here spitting wisdom. We need you on the podcast at some point. Would you be down for that? Just say yes. Just say yes right now.
Just say yes. Don't even ask.
I'm saying right now. I put a Y, E, and then a yes right now. Don't play with me, Sherry. I know you're watching this live. Put a yes.
That's funny.
I'm sorry. What were we saying?
We're gonna have a new guest too.
Yes, we look like we're about to have a new guest.
Okay, so we said pressure is not the enemy, right? You just gotta, like she said, I love it. I love what Sherry said about getting to know yourself and then knowing your triggers. But that's when I said making non-negotiables, right? Because if you know you're going to be triggered by a young crowd when you go out and you're a little bit older, don't go. Go somewhere else where it's older people. That's just an easy example, simple.
I get easily triggered when people on the phones in the gym.
See,
but you can't avoid that because I'm there. But anyway, I was just making that a bit funny.
Yeah, you can't. Even if they do, you can't.
Yeah, there's something you can do about that. To be honest, it is what it is at the end of the day.
Okay, so what separates people who grow under pressure from the people who break?
Ooh. Experience.
Mm-hmm.
But also can also be a teacher of that as well. Because the ones that do break down, if someone has literally gone through a certain situation, like the same situation, person who actually went through it can teach that person who broke down, who broke down how to get past the situation. So it elevates them.
I like that. It's learning. So, yeah. And then you got what patterns do you see in people who burn out? I feel like you're on. I don't want you to feel like you're under test right now.
I'm under pressure,
No,
guys.
under pressure. See, I'm stressing you
know.
out right now.
The types that you will see is less talking. Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't obviously doesn't want to be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
Not even with the less talking, one word answers.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Yeah.
How was your day?
You know what FINE stands for? Well, I was watching Deadpool not too long ago. He was like, FINE stands for fucked up. It's some. You know what? I'm not even going to quote it because I forgot. I forgot what he
that
said.
That would have been a good one if you would have.
But I forgot what he said. FINE stood for. If you guys can look up the first Deadpool movie and figure out what FINE stood for, please let me know if you can do it in this time frame. But anyway, less talking, one word answers, even body language.
Right.
Like, what's up, Harold?
Yeah, I agree. Body language is one of the most key indicators, though.
Mm-hmm. Which I specialize in, so
yeah.
Don't think I don't know.
So I like solutions and solution-based things. So what's one small, like in Jordan's, like, let's go in your playbook. What's one small system someone can use this week to help them in stressful situations?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now. And again, it may not seem like it's the best, but again, our bodies have to have a reset. You have to learn what your reset button is. So for me, take a deep breath, count to 10, and then just let it flow.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you're giving your body that mental reset. It's going to help you, regardless of what it is. If you need to take time off from work,
mm-hmm.
if you need to have something, for me, that's my playbook. Take a mental day for yourself.
I like that. So, and what do you feel like is a mistake that people make when they're trying to push through that pressure, though? They're needing to do that.
They keep going,
right,
and not stopping. And you're running yourself into more fog than anything.
Instead of pausing for a minute and kind of getting it together.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, I like that. Okay, good. Jordan hitting y'all with the wise quotes today.
All right. Look beyond what you seek.
Don't drink your water. Water your drink. Look.
Oh my God.
Look. What'd she say?
She said it's all.
Did she say water your drink too?
No, she didn't. She said
we will water our drinks, Sherry.
Don't watch the podcast. Podcast watch you. No, so basically she said it's all about self-evaluation. Evaluate what you're willing to tolerate and not tolerate. Mentally, less but less bullshit. You are willing to accept the more pressure you take off yourself.
I agree. So
self-evaluation. So honestly, you can be your own doctor to a certain degree. Now, I'm not saying you need to go diagnose everybody because, again, unless you have a PhD, a doctorate degree, yeah. But self-evaluate yourself. Are you okay?
Right.
Tell yourself that it's going to be okay, even though, because your mind's going to play tricks.
Mm-hmm.
I have this one little thing that I used to have a little small poem, and sometimes I kind of switch the words around, but I want you guys to really listen to what I'm about to say. The heart and mind is like a clock and a river. Mm-hmm. While the mind acts like a river, it's wishy-washy because it goes in different directions. However, if you allow time, like the heart, and the heart and mind become one, then that river flows in one smooth path.
I like that. Okay.
Look beyond what you seek. You know, one of the greatest philosophers was Rafiki, bro.
Really?
This man had an answer for everything.
He did. I had something funny to say on that, and I was just like, you know what? Let me skip that.
What were you gonna say? Come on.
It'll come back up. Trust me. I know me. It'll come back up. All right. So just a little mini game. We go a little mini game, pressure or perspective. Like, so if somebody says I'm overwhelmed, do you look at that as like pressure, or is that their perspective?
I'd probably say it probably would be a stress. stressor for them if they're overwhelmed. Because, I mean, you do get overwhelmed, and that will stress you.
Yeah, I feel like that one can go both ways.
Okay.
Because it's like, you can be overwhelmed by yourself, and you can be overwhelmed by, like, if I had, right now, if we were trying to do this podcast, and we had, like, a bunch of puppies in here, like 20 puppies, it might be a little overwhelming trying to.
Oh, I'm not doing. I'm sorry. You're gonna be finding me on the floor with those puppies.
Okay,
Is there
not puppies? Maybe something that you don't like, or something you don't like.
I don't know, bro. You might have me on the table, depending on what it is. Jesus Christ.
But that's stress.
That is.
That's the stress I'm talking about. Put it in that fire frame, dog. Put it in that frame. All right. I mean, that one could go both ways. It could be, you could be overwhelmed by outside factors, you know, like loud music, lights, everything like that. And perspective part of it is you can remove yourself from whatever's stressing you out too.
That is true.
You know what I mean? You got the power to do that. Like if you're pissed off about something on the internet, a post or something, you can just turn it off.
Yeah, instead of just watching it and then
just scroll right past it.
I mean, there's things called rage bait. I mean, some people do it. Some people do it a lot, and then I see a lot of people go right into it and then they just doing it just to get a reaction out of it. You know what I mean?
Dude, what's the point of arguing with somebody on the internet though?
And like, I don't know you.
Nah, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
All right. So another statement. I'm behind. Is that pressure or perspective?
Perspective.
I agree with that one, because behind according to who? You know what I mean? That's definitely perspective. I can't handle this.
That's pressure. To me, I feel like it's pressure.
But I feel like that's perspective, though. It might be. It could be both. What do y'all think?
Yeah, seriously. Ask you again. I'm not saying you guys had to place it on the actual live itself, but just think that to yourself. Is that really something that you can really get over?
I feel like when it says like I can't handle this, like in your head it might feel like pressure, but I can't handle this. That's my perspective. Like, look, I can't do this. I can't handle this. It's too much right now. I feel like it's perspective because you kind of just want to. Like, have you ever heard somebody say they just want to run away?
Yeah.
You know what
That's
I mean?
me. So off to an island where just look over the ocean.
So I don't know. That one can go both ways.
Where you running away to? Because the thing about it is, problem. You can run away from the problems, but guess what? It's still going to be behind you.
It is.
It's gonna chase you down eventually. It may be behind you for a year, maybe two, but eventually it'll catch up.
But you know what? Sometimes maybe that year, maybe two, is what you needed to get away from that problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time you address that problem again, maybe you're a little bit more mature and you're a little bit more well equipped to handle it. So over the years, hopefully you gain something to add to your tool bag.
Wisdom.
You see that? You know what I mean? I dig in there every now and then.
You know, went to work. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, let me get in there real quick.
Round one. Fight.
All right. What about this one? I'm not built for this. You feel like that's pressure or perspective?
Perspective.
I agree.
We are built for it.
You're built for whatever you want to be built for.
Yeah, like for me, walking sideways through doors. That's what I'm built for.
Walking sideways. So does J Wolf walk sideways through doors or Alpha Wolf? Or is it just
we're the same person?
There's an alter ego going on right here.
Yeah, we're the same person. You know, I'm just saying how this goes. If you guys think I should just go back to doing Alpha Wolf bodybuilding, just let me know. But I still have fitness in there, but it's just. I guess I got a lot of I didn't get a lot of flack. It's just certain people have a way of saying, well, it's just you're giving yourself a title. You're calling yourself Alpha, or you're calling yourself the Empress, or whatever the case may be. But it's like, it's just a name.
Yeah, I agree.
But you know,
so I got a joke of the week. I had to try to get in the dad joke category. I personally, I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
All right. I don't know how I feel about it. So if it's a womp womp joke, I'm sorry, y'all. All right. Why do diamonds handle pressure better than people?
Why?
Because they don't check social media while they're forming.
Wow.
I told you, I was like, it felt kind of lame. I was like,
But dad jokes are supposed to be lame. You know what I mean? They really are.
I know.
I told one the other day, and
What was it? Share with the class.
So,
Share with the class.
so basically, it said, and if I remember the words, it says, "I just bought an ATM machine that only spits out coins." I don't know why no one ever thought of this. It just makes sense.
Oh my God. You know what? See, that was good. That was good.
It's funny. I'd be at the PT desk, and I literally, and Sherry knows, I literally make dad jokes, and they're like, "You're old." I'm like, "I'm 34. Leave me alone." Oh God.
That's funny. Well, so you got some advice for the people?
I'm just gonna keep this as a consistency, because I feel like if the more you hear it, the more it'll become better. Because if I try to switch it up, it's almost like I'm not being true to the situation. So again, keep being who you are at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I will say add a little bit, like Sherry said, know your triggers.
Yeah, that definitely.
Be self-aware, and just keep doing you at the end of the day.
Right.
Change starts with you.
I agree. And listen, y'all, I will say pressure is inevitable. You're going to get pressure, right? Burnout it's preventable. Like when you start feeling those triggers, you're feeling like, man, I don't want to do this. I don't want to get up. I don't want to. Hey, just give yourself some time. It's okay to sleep in one day. It's okay to do absolutely nothing for a whole day. It is okay. The world is going to keep moving. Nobody's going to look at you crazy. Take care of yourself, because nobody else is going to take care of you like you're going to take care of you, right? And structure turns pressure into progress. So come with a plan, like we always talk about, right?
Come with it.
Recovery turns stress into strength.
My boy spitting wisdom.
Bars.
Okay,
No, serious. But no, it really does. So really, I hope you guys did take away some good from this
message.
I hope you guys took some good away from this, and I hope you guys apply it to your everyday lives, and we help in some kind of way. We help you guys out, and we appreciate you guys for listening at all the time. Please like and share and follow, subscribe, share it with your friends.
Click that link down below.
We would like to get bigger, and for the people that do listen, if you're interested, if you got a cool story, you feel like you got things you want to get off your chest, you could reach out to myself or Jordan. And if you want to be on the podcast one day, I'm definitely down to have different guests. I love different perspective. The cool part is like we can reach each other. This is a community, right? We're not too big for this. Like, we're not celebrities. We're regular people. We can reach each other. We can talk, and we can all help each other out. And that's what Fit Sanity is about. It's about having a community of people that maybe if I don't know the answer, Jordan's going to know the answer. Jordan don't know the answer. Maybe Farad, Bernard, maybe even Sherry, maybe somebody knows the answer if we really dig into it. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about. So I guess, guys, until next time, stay fit, stay focused, and stay sane.
We out.
Yeah, we crush it today. Now it's time for the flex. Mind heavy, heart steady. We demand and respect. Fit Sanity, the code. We don't break, we don't bend. Every setback is set up. Every loss is a win. Keep the pressure on your goals. Let it sharpen your